unmute the microphones and minimize that page and bring up Train Sim. And hello and welcome everybody to Sherman Hill, where I am going to be driving this absolute beast of a machine, Union Pacific 844. Ding, don't know what that was. Let's just close Facebook in case it starts dinging away. So we're going to be driving this massive machine, number 844. I think I already said that, so let's unpause. Don't worry, everybody, it has a face right now, but that will disappear because it's only a scenery object.
Well,
So,
you were right when you said it looked ridiculous.
It does, doesn't it?
It looks absolutely ridiculous. I love it.
It is hilarious. I wonder how many Americans are going to watch this and be like, oh, good God.
Probably a lot.
So yeah, 844, this is a Smokebox Loco. You can buy it on Steam. I think the link is in the description below. We've got 15 of these massive Union Pacific coaches. We're going to be pulling what is supposed to be some form of rail tour. So yeah, let's get in the cab and let's get going, I guess.
Let's see if we can work out how to move it.
I think I can.
Famous last words.
Now if I remember, you've got to open all the valves for the cylinder cocks.
You're going to blow it up before you've even moved, aren't you?
Pretty much. And also you've got to... I was playing with this a few weeks ago. Basically, you just sit here blowing off continuously unless you adjust the atomizer.
Right.
So, I'm just adjusting the atomizer, which I assume is the thingy that puts the oil in the fire.
I don't know, I just think it... What kind of steam locomotive sounds like a bomb?
All of them.
I mean, it's just the atomizer. It sounds like a weapon.
Right. I'm trying to remember how to release the brakes now. It's not that.
Well, if you're struggling, a hammer normally works.
Normally, yes. There she's... I think she's finally going to stop blowing off soon, because I've turned off the atomizer. Right. Oh god. I had this the other day. Literally, I can't take the brakes off. Oh no, it's F3. Is it the handbrakes are on? No. I don't think so. There was something I had to do. No, it's not that. To make...
If in doubt, pull and push every lever until it works.
So for the Americans watching, if you can remember what it is that I need to do. Sludge remover. Oh god, I don't think it's that.
It might be.
Rear sander, reverse, forward sander, loco brake is off. I can't remember. I was driving it the other day and it was fine.
Have you got a clear like the AWS or something? Or the American equivalent, whatever it is.
Well, there we go. I've got to keep the atomizer on low for now, just to let the fire come down a bit. If I open the... Oh god. Well, the brakes should be off.
Oh, that's a good start.
Yeah, we're off to a fantastic start. Screw it, I'm just going to keep going. Maybe it's something on this side. Blower? No. What's this? Feed water, sludge remover. Don't know. Right, screw it, we're gonna go. So we're going to open up the reg a little, see that we start moving. Nothing's happening. Okay, steam chest pressure is going up. And then dropping immediately when we... I think we need to give it quite a lot of reg when the cylinder cocks are open, actually.
Yeah, it is actually quite surprising how much difference cylinder cocks make to the performance of an engine.
Ben Skelton says keep the brakes in running. Well, I need to keep the brakes off. If I put it in running, it just puts the loco brake back on. See, running, loco brake is on.
Oh, you moved a bit there.
I am moving slowly. We are moving. Nearly at full reg.
What's your reverser like?
Ah! Wheel slip. I don't know how I can still be blowing off. I've literally got 85 pounds in the fire mass.
Mind you, it depends what it is. I mean, 85 pounds of coal, yes, not much. 85 pounds of oil, I mean...
Wheel slip. Right, finally we are moving.
Well, that's good progress. Are we moving at a reasonable pace?
14 miles per hour?
14 or 40?
14.
Well, we're getting there.
There we go, chaps.
It's like that British Railways advert. We're getting there.
Here we go. So I have driven this loco a little bit, but not really extensively. I did have a little play with the atomizer a couple of weeks ago before I cancelled. The last time I was going to do this stream, when I had to cancel it. Yeah, I did have a play with it, and I did all right. I was actually able to take the brakes off.
I love how that's an achievement now.
Perhaps I just need to dump the brakes and then sort them out again. Right, well, anyway, we're off and running now. No idea what that signal ahead means. I'm assuming it means green.
Oh dear, this will be, well, interesting. Have you pressed all the buttons and pulled all the levers?
Yes, I have.
Oh, it'll be fine then. Or, you know, not. Who knows?
There is quite some delay between when you adjust the regulator and when it actually seems to do anything.
You know, like for shunting manoeuvres and that, you'll open the reg, won't go anywhere or do anything, so you're like, huh. So then you'll play around with reg a bit, and then suddenly it'll carry through and you attack off.
Again, so the fire mass just flew up to like 150. I've got no idea why.
Gradient?
Well, I wouldn't have thought that would make a difference to the fire mass, but
It depends what it is.
it does. It's very much dependent on what I'm doing with the reg as well. Right, I've got a flashing yellow light ahead. Again, I got no idea what that means. That means open the full reg, right?
It means whatever you do, don't use caution.
Carl Jones has said, why am I still ringing my bell? I literally rang the bell for like 2 seconds in the whole live stream. And I'm being told, why am I still ringing the bell?
Isn't it sort of a thing in America, like, if you're ever moving slowly through populated areas, you have to ring your bell?
You have to whistle loudly and ring the bell. That's what I remember.
You have to really annoy everyone around you.
I think I'm going to go over this set of points now. Yep, that's what that flashing yellow meant. But that's okay, because I'm only 1 mile an hour over the speed limit, so it's okay by me.
Ah, that's close enough.
Right, and we got 29 people watching the live stream. So guys, I'm sure the majority of you have either seen this before or heard it or seen videos of it or even have bought it. But this is the Smokebox 844 FEF, whatever it is, Union Pacific FEF-3. It's available on Steam, the link is in the description below. So head on over and get yourself a piece of American steamage. Oh, that's sharp.
What, your advertising promotional skills?
It is, yeah. Oh, you've really got to be careful with this atomizer, because you basically, as soon as you open it a touch, you basically just catch the whole firebox on fire, and it starts making steam like crazy.
Well, there's nothing wrong with having too much steam, I guess.
Well, in what is essentially a desert where there is no water, it's not such a good thing, I suppose.
Well, yeah, there is that. But, you know, water's overrated anyway, right?
Right, we're on a 1% gradient, so I suppose it's time to open the taps. Right, okay, we'll start, mate. We are making speed now, but we are on a grade. So here we go.
Do you have funny grades as well, where it doesn't actually tell you the gradient, it just tells you, like, percentage?
No, it tells you the percentage, but I don't really, yeah. Tyler Hildebrand is watching. Hi, Tyler. Train Simulator is on Steam to buy. Yes, you can buy it on Steam.
No, you can't. That's a lie.
It is a lie. I don't know why I told you that. I'm sorry.
Train Simulator doesn't exist.
So I think I've just put the injector on.
Someone said, what rather flat and sandy site, and I think that just sums up the American desert.
Midland Compound wants to talk about traction engines.
traction engines are like railway steam engines, but travel on roads instead of railways. Okay, done. Next question.
Next. I haven't found a level crossing yet. Can anyone remember what the whistle code is when I go over a level crossing?
It's move, get out of the way, or you'll get run over.
No, I
I
think
shouldn't
it's
say that with a engine.
yeah, you shouldn't say that. No.
What?
I think it's long, long, short, long, or is it long, 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 short, long?
No idea.
I'm hoping the resident Americans can tell us. Well, we seem to be holding the speed now.
Apparently it's 2 longs, a short, and a long.
2 long, short, and a long. Okay, there we go.
But alternatively, you could do 3 shorts, 3 longs, and 3 shorts.
Well, I know we've got a level crossing coming up just ahead, so I'm assuming that we have to do the bell as well at every level crossing.
I don't know, I think it depends on the speed you're going. I mean, I always assumed the bell was for sort of slow speed manoeuvres where the engine wouldn't be audible.
Yeah, I would have thought the bell is like when you're shunting or when you're in and out of stations or yards or something.
Yeah. But again, I'm sure someone in the chat could tell us.
With the last is while you're going over the crossing. I think that's a crossing coming up. So it's long, long. Yeah, there's a whistle marker, so.
Why do you have to have whistle codes for going over a crossing? Yeah, apparently the bell does mainly depend on speed.
Okay. Well, I did the bell then just for the shits and giggles, but I guess then I don't need to do the bell. Right, we seem to be holding speed nicely. We seem to be making steam, so I can reduce the atomizer a little bit, because I don't want to just sit here blowing off all the way.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, but every time you say atomizer, I'm still thinking of some sort of bomb.
The atom bomb.
Pretty much, yeah. Or, you know, like a gun where you shoot people and it just instantly evaporates them.
Laser gun.
Yeah. Well, that kind of thing.
Well, I got the injector on, so it is working. It's not exactly quick, though. So, most of you are probably aware as well that Smokebox, the fellow who made this, as well as the Cheyenne route and the old-time American locos, he's also making the Union Pacific Big Boy.
Yeah, which should be really interesting because of the amount of detail on that will have to be ridiculous.
Oh my god, yeah, but now that there's one in Steam, it is going to be...
You get proper sounds and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And all that malarkey, so... But yeah, it's the thing with American engines is that everything was designed for easy maintenance, which also means that from a modelling perspective, everything's all on the outside and visible.
Yeah.
Whereas with British stuff, it was often hidden in the frames and designed for looks a bit more, which meant it was not as easy for maintenance, but in terms of train sim modelling, there's a lot less work to do.
Yeah. One whistle blast means you're standing still, 2 blasts means you're moving forward, 3 blasts means you're backing up. apparently.
I was going to say, why do you need whistle codes, but then I suppose when your train is a few miles long, it does make communication a bit awkward.
Yeah, exactly. It does look good though, I gotta be fair.
Oh yeah, I think it's one of the most detailed American locomotives in a while.
Well, to be honest, there really isn't a huge amount of actual American locos in Train Sim.
I can think of around about 10 maybe, in terms of steam locos.
There's another crossing coming up. Yeah, in terms of the actual loco, I do recommend going and buying this one because it's quite an interesting one to drive. Basically, you want...
As Reese has demonstrated.
Yeah, as long as you can actually get the brakes off, which I don't seem to appear to be able to do. Once you find that sweet spot, you're actually, you know, it's quite nice to drive. It's just sort of, you find the sweet spot and she'll just do it. Another crossing coming up.
That one before.
Well, hey.
Hey, I mean what?
God, you must have to do lots of whistling if you have to do this at every single crossing.
Yeah, we'll keep all the firmers happy. Hey, look, using technical terminology there.
Oh, I know. The thing is, though, like, what if you have, like, 4 crossings in very close proximity?
You've just got to keep whistling.
I assume you just hold the whistle down all the way through.
No, you just repeatedly whistle.
What? On, off, over and over, is
Yep.
it? What is it like inside the carriages? Oh, another crossing coming up. Prepare to whistle.
It's like pirates, prepare to board the enemy ship, prepare to whistle.
Dive, 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 dive and whistle.
Arrgh, arrgh.
I would like to hear some new whistle sounds for American locos because it does get a little bit like after a while.
Yeah, but isn't that what American whistles are like?
Not all of them. In fact, if you go and listen to the S160 whistle, I gotta be honest, that's one of the best sounding whistles I've ever heard. Ever.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's coming from a GWR man.
So I think there's some nice South African whistles out there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
South African chime whistles are quite good. Yeah, I'm quite fond of the Raven glass whistles.
Oh right, yeah.
But that's because they're these pretty small 15-inch gauge locos in these massive mountains, but whenever they blow the whistle, because they all have really deep chime whistles on, it just echoes throughout the whole valley. It's such a loud whistle for the engine.
Chris has just posted another update of the Highland, the Jones Goods.
Where exciting.
On Facebook.
I mean, I'm not hyped for it at all.
No, me neither. It's just another model. Oh my god, I can't wait.
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
It is stunning.
I want one.
That's it, Stephanie's becoming her Jones Goods.
Do it.
got to be a thing.
Do it.
Do it. I seem to
You
have found
can
a
do it
sweet
when you're
spot.
being cute.
I seem to have found a sweet spot with the safety valve now. I'm trying to keep at about anywhere from 100 to 110 pounds on the fire of oil, because
That's
otherwise
not bad.
she just blows off all the time. But I mean, yeah, dull and lifeless desert, that is basically what America is.
Yep.
The majority of America.
Yep.
Do you know, I genuinely would have loved to have seen what America looked like back in the days of like Lewis and Clark, before it really, you know, became industrial.
Well, imagine what you're seeing now, but bigger.
Yeah, but with trees everywhere. And there's an old Disney film which Spirits the Horse, and that covers like the
Yeah,
frontier days of America, and the music in that film is fantastic as well, by the way. Yes, I love Disney films. I don't care what any of you say,
Not wrong with loving Disney films, Reese.
especially the ones that are banned now. It's like the World War II propaganda ones.
Whoa, ooh. Now I need to go watch World War II propaganda Disney films.
Yeah, they are quite interesting. The one of Donald Duck as a Nazi is quite bizarre.
That sounds absolutely incredible.
It is. He's like living in Nazi Germany, and they're like telling him everything he has to do, and it's so funny. But it's like, how did they get away with it? You know?
Because they were at war with them.
That's true. That's true.
You don't tend to care about pissing people you're at war with off.
No, that's true. Well, apparently we've got 48 miles. How have we done 20 miles already? We've only been going like 20 minutes or so.
I mean, what? Hey, that is the one good thing about America. It is all in miles per hour still.
Yeah. There's not really a lot else that's good with America, though, is there?
Yeah.
Sleeming 98 or 88 has got it right. He said it's De Fuhrer's face. That's what it is. Is that a crossing up ahead? It is.
Better whistle just to be safe.
I'll just blow the whistle anyway. Oh, Nathan is talking about the redwoods. Nathan, I have 5 California redwoods growing in my garden.
Full-size ones, he stole them from America.
I did, actually. I may have cheated with that level crossing.
Did you only do a half-assed whistle?
I did a really half-assed whistle going across it.
You just cannot get the whistlers nowadays, can you?
I know, right? Let's turn the blower off, which I can't do. Never mind. Sorry, I wanted it on anyway. Let's shut off the injector because we're almost full. But yeah, when I was in San Francisco, I bought an absolute shed load of redwood plant seedlings, and I brought them back, and they've been growing in my garden ever since. The problem is they're now so big that I need to find homes for them. Because
Take them inside your house.
they are absolutely going to be enormous. They're like 120 meters tall when they grow.
Well, I was gonna say, aren't redwoods like one of the biggest, if not the biggest species of tree on the planet?
They are.
And you bought 5 of them to stick in your tiny better garden.
Actually, I bought 10, but I've got about 5 left. Unfortunately,
Right.
some of them died.
There we go. Rhys Davies taking as much care of his redwoods as he does his trains.
No, to be fair, it was because I was flying. And they had to like live in a suitcase for a little while, and I think it killed some of them.
Yeah, it's
They don't tend to like going in suitcases.
generally speaking, plants don't tend to thrive in suitcases.
I mean, it was, you know, less than 24 hours. They should last more than 24 hours in a suitcase.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
that's true.
I did that experiment when I was in school where we put a plant in a cupboard for a few days, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still on a 8% gradient.
I have no idea what that is in proper terms of gradient.
No, me neither. But we're, I've seen no buildings. I've seen absolutely no life.
It's just you and your train. And
it's just me and my train. On the open road. It's a busy life on the open road. No, I don't know the words.
I don't even know the song.
It's from Wind in the Willows.
I've not seen that in a very long time.
Many, many, many years ago.
Many moons ago.
Well, I still got greens.
Well, that's a good sign.
We are
right, you now, Reese. Green for glory.
Green for glory. I knew that was coming. Should I do another a remake of 844 doing the through the bucket scene?
Yes.
You're going through, Lily. You're on your own for a day. You're on it, little blue buckaroo.
But yeah, go for it.
The coal tank in the Magic Railroad.
Yep, that's earned you a lifetime ban from BLS as well as a few bounty hunters.
I can never go back to Ingro.
Never again. You'll be shot on sight. There's like warning dangerous man posters up everywhere and all sorts. Contact the local authority if you see this man.
Is it still 45 mph speed limit? I'm quite surprised that it's just 45 mile. Oh, there's another crossing. I have to whistle. Right, we've excuse me.
Reese, try not to die on a live stream.
I'll try not to. Something I would like to see in Train Sim is if they could have
someone dying on a live stream?
Somebody actually dying on the street. Oh, another crossing. Well, there is absolutely no life here, so what is the point in whistling?
Well, there might be like, you know, an ant or something. I mean, you can't rule out the possibility.
I'm just doing a bit of line siding now.
In the middle of the desert, Reese, you'll be dead within minutes.
Hey, there's another track down there.
I think you should stop and go see it.
Well, just go back the way I came down that other track. Because I know there was like two routes. One was like an extension, and I think the other was the original. And then they meet. Or one was...
Stop your train and then just hop your train off onto the other track.
Because I think the other one is like the original route, and then the route I've done is the new build, or the new version, which was built in like the 50s.
Yeah. The new one built in the 50s.
Yeah.
That says a lot about railways, really, doesn't it?
Hermosa. We're approaching a place called Hermosa.
Where on earth is that?
Kind of wondering if I should stop. I don't think there's anything even here. No,
is there anything there? Is there anyone on? Is there anything anywhere?
There's literally a little wooden shed and a pickup truck, And that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, America.
Well, we certainly woke that man up. If there was anyone in there.
Yeah,
Inject it back
that
on.
pickup truck has been abandoned for years. It's now owned by a bear.
What's his name? Is his name Yogi?
Perhaps. Potentially. Possibly.
I don't know if it was Sherman Hill, but there was an old like railway safety video I used to love watching. It was like what happens when trains crash or something like that. It was like one of them really dodgy 80s or 90s documentaries, and it was about how dangerous railways are, even though they're really genuinely not dangerous.
And this is where Reese's fondness of crashing came
Yeah,
from.
that's it. That's exactly it. Or when I was a kid, I wanted to be a railway accident investigator, but
I thought you were going to say causal then.
cause of railway accidents. So that's how I keep my job, is I make sure there's plenty of them.
Yep.
How many Americans do we actually have watching the live stream right now? Because I was expecting a few more, to be honest.
I don't know. What time is it in America right now?
Well, there's 4 different time zones in the USA, so it could be one of 4 times. Hey, wait, are we wrong roading it?
You might be.
I think it's just routed me onto the wrong road. Why?
Well, it's fine. If you're on the wrong road, then that means you're on the right road because, you know, Americans drive on the wrong side.
Hey, we got a tunnel. Finally, some scenery.
I love that. Finally, some scenery. We're going into a big black dark hole where there is no scenery.
I have no idea if you need to whistle when you go into tunnels, but I'm going to do it for the shits and giggles. It's dark in here, I can't see a thing. And there's no fire door that I can open so I can actually, you know, see anyone. Callum Gwillem says he knows the one I'm talking about. He's seen it on YouTube. Oh, he's talking about the documentary there. Chris Malley is American and it's 2:38 p.m. on the Eastern Seaboard. Maybe that's why people aren't watching it then.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If it's like mid-afternoon or mid-evening or like, well, mid-afternoon or midnight, I guess.
Right, I'm assuming that this is almost the summit because I think we're about to go downhill.
Oh. Well, if that's the case, that were easy.
It was.
Maybe it was too easy.
Too easy. This is probably that moment when I find out that my brakes don't work.
Because you've worn them all away.
Because they're gone.
You've just got nothing but flat wheels now.
Wheel flats.
No, you've just got semicircles for wheels.
What's it? Dale Junction. Well, we do apparently have some braking. That's good. Hey, there's actually some scenery there. That's pretty.
Right, time to get cracking Willie's decals. And decal.
Oh, we're actually getting a bit more scenery now.
Hooray!
Oh, level crossing.
Did you whistle?
Kind of. Not a proper whistle, but at least they've whistled.
That's it, we're gonna have to hold a full investigation, you're
That's
gonna
it.
have to be reported.
Drug and alcohol test. Yep.
Yeah. You know that, the Jones Goods?
Yeah.
Over 18 hours of lining on that.
Jeez.
And looking at the lining on it, I completely and totally believe that.
Chris is insane.
Yeah. He's probably done that continuously as well, knowing Chris.
Dale Main 1. Ketchy Cane. Ketchy Cane, I am assuming that you're referring to Ketchikan in Alaska with that username. Are you actually from Ketchikan? Because if so, I've been there many times. Oh god damn it, another level crossing. Why am I losing all my speed?
Are you going up a hill?
Yeah.
Are you going down a hill?
No, we're going up.
Are you going sideways along a hill?
I think my brakes are doing something weird.
Working?
No, the brakes are all off, but
Have you broken the brakes?
I guess I have. Ketchy Kane, I guess he's not from Ketchikan then.
Are you disappointed by that, Reese?
I am actually, yeah.
I thought you sounded a little bit heartbroken.
Thomas Palmer is in Welshpool. Oh, I'm gutted because I guess you were there for the Garden Railway show. That's all. That's annoying. I wanted to be there for that. See, now I'm at full reg. We're still only doing like 34 miles an hour. So I think the brakes must be dragging.
Probably. You haven't left the handbrakes on or streamed.
No, I checked.
Yeah.
I checked already.
That's okay. It's not that I don't trust you, it's just that I thought I'd better check given your track record.
No, I completely understand that. He's saying I've got 62% brakes on, but you know, how do I get rid of them?
Have you tried turning them off?
Well, no, they're all released. There's something I'm missing then. There must be, because the brakes are all fully released. Let's play with these knobs and switches and see what any of them do. I've got no idea what that lever does. Oh, it's an injector.
Does it have auto firing, or have you got to do it all yourself?
I'm doing it myself.
Okie dokie.
So I was hoping for some Americans that know everything to tell me what I'm doing wrong, but apparently there are none.
Huh. Well, that's a little bit anticlimactic.
Right, it sounds like we're going downhill now. Oh my god, there's a light.
Is it at the end of the tunnel?
Oh god, what was it? That switch? That switch? I don't know what I've done. Okay, I think it was one of them. It must be that one. There we go. That's better. Everyone's saying I'm not doing anything wrong. Genuinely no idea what's going on because, oh well, we seem to still be rolling.
Slowly rolling on by.
Right, to recover, make an emergency application, wait for the brake pipe to discharge and then recharge in running. Let's just dump it then. Right, that's dumped. Okay, well that seems a bit better. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We still got 30 miles to go. Still not seen one station yet on this line. 62% of the brake is back on, apparently. Well, it can't be because we are increasing in speed, so I'm assuming it's some form of simulation error.
Don't know.
Oh, there's a 60-mile-an-hour speed limit here.
Ooh, you can open it up a bit.
Let's open her up. It is wildly downhill, of course, but alright.
Yeah, I'll be right.
Interesting, the loco brake literally does nothing.
Unless it's already applied.
Oh, there's actually a main road over there. Life.
Signs of inhabitation, signs of people, signs of animals.
Oh, no
signs
sign of
plants.
people, just cars on a road. Wow, that's
Oh.
a steep grade. 1.5%. Well, I've got the emergency brake applied right now.
Is it an emergency?
No, but we're hardly slowing down.
Hmm.
No idea.
Well, I guess we're not stopping.
Oh, it did finally begin to start slowing down then.
Oh.
Nathan is saying, have we got some form of ejector to put on? I genuinely don't know.
Hmm.
Right then, so for everybody watching in the chat, do you already have this Loco, or have you bought it, or are you going to buy it? Anybody interested?
I already have it.
It is quite an interesting... Cheyenne is asking me to explain the gradients. Well, right now we're going down a steep 1.5%.
Isn't it the smaller the number, the steeper the gradient in America?
I have absolutely no idea.
Me neither. I don't speak American.
Americanese.
Americanese.
Hunter Nebua is saying you have to let the pressure go down to 0, leave it in running for quite some time, then use the reverser cut-off to slow down. What I've done is called pissing away the air, apparently.
Well, I can believe that, I guess.
Not really sure what that means, if I'm honest, but yeah.
I was going to say, surely if it's air brakes, you would think that pissing away the air would make it stop.
I'm just trying to see what this gauge does as I'm applying more brakes, see at what point will we start slowing down. Oh, we are slowing down now. Yeah, Nathan has got it. We need a leather bootlace. That is exactly what we need.
Yep, that'll do for me.
Oh, there's a triangle of some form there.
Is it a triangular triangle?
It is. I'm
Ooh,
not sure where this
triangular.
place is. There's nothing on the map. There's a level crossing with an actual car, and there's some buildings for the first time. No idea where we are, but yeah, we just passed through it.
No idea where we are, but there's some sign of life.
Yeah, Henry Yang, get the breakdown train on standby.
Just get any train that has competent drivers on standby.
Ha!
Well, you laugh, but
Hey, there's an American flag.
America.
America, fuck yeah.
And there it is.
Coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah, America, fuck yeah. Okay, brakes are almost fully applied and we are not slowing down. There is definitely something that I am doing wrong with these brakes. I probably should have read the manual before starting this stream, to be honest. That probably would have been beneficial, wouldn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Well, it is quite steep. 1.5% downhill. We're following an interstate. There's loads of pickup trucks.
Use the American word as well.
Oh my god, there's houses up ahead. I think.
Are you reaching signs of life?
I don't know, maybe. We got 20 miles left to run. Henry Yang is going to look at the manual by the look of it.
Yeah,
We're
right.
only 68 minutes into the live stream, but hey.
Better late than never.
My god. Coming up to a 50 mile an hour zone. Dump all the anchor. Yeah, that's what the manual says. Drop both anchors.
No, it specifically says dump all the anchors. Not drop them, dump them.
Or dump them in the sea.
Yes.
We dumped him in the sea.
Right, what will this be called? Probably something weird and American. UP-F-3. That'd be the one. Reese.
What?
This manual has over 50 pages.
Oh, beautiful. That's what I like to hear. Are you having a look in the manual?
Yeah. Okie dokie.
So he's telling me to put the reverser to 40 to 50% and open the reg.
You know when they did the Great Train robbery and they set off the train and couldn't stop it?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Engineers controls, here we are. In the advanced version, the throttle controls the rate at which the steam chest, not the cylinders, is filled with steam. In the hood version, it works just like the usual regulator in a standard model. You're on advanced, so it's steam chest. Oh, that means it's got to be a worthwhile engine having, Reese, because, you know, it has steam chest.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go, everyone, get this engine. It has steam chest, so it's worth getting. No other engineers, because they don't have it. Reverser controls are cut off, la-di-da-di-da, as well as direction of travel. Well, yeah, that's, it didn't say anything special about that. Engine air brake. That's just got decrease, bail off. Holding down the left bracket, or left bracket, or using the mouse to drag the engine air brake lever to the left continually will bail off the pressure in the engine brake cylinders. The lever is spring loaded, so when the bracket button or the mouse is released, the lever springs back to release/running position. Okay. Instant emergency brake application. You probably don't want that, right?
I am kind of exceeding the speed limit significantly right now.
Well, if you need that, it's backspace and that'll stop you. Train air brake. Apostrophe is increase. There are 4 positions: release, hold/running, apply, and emergency. That's all it tells you about it.
So it doesn't tell you anything else about, like, is there an ejector that's got to be open or what?
Well, it doesn't seem like it. I'll let you know if I find anything else interesting. Whistle, bell, cylinder cocks master, more cylinder cocks. There's a lot of cylinder cocks. Reverse gear.
We do seem to be in control a little bit more now.
Defroster. Distance/acceleration button. Well, I don't have a clue what that is. Firing valve, atomizer. Steam driven cross compound air compressor. Huh? Ah. Do you have the air compressor on?
What, is there a button for that?
I'm assuming this is what it is. It says steam driven cross compound air compressor. V is to open, shift V is to close, and it says opening the steam throttle starts the compressor. Try pressing V, I guess.
Well, it's making a funny noise.
I mean, that is under the fireman's control, so I'm not sure if it would be braking, but
it might be braking.
I don't have a clue.
Maybe when I'll try slowing down now, maybe it'll just help me get back the air pressure quicker after when I'm braking.
Could do. Those are all cab controls, those are all lights. Won't be any of them.
Okay, with the air compressor on, the brakes did recharge a lot quicker then. When I was braking it started going pump, 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 pump.
Ah, maybe that's it then.
When I'm braking, it's recharging it a lot quicker. So, okay, it's V. That was what I was missing, I guess.
I think so.
Now, normally it's J, because I'm used to vacuum braking on British locos, but yeah, it is an air braked loco, so yeah.
There we go, mystery solved. Okay, the brake section has ooh, that's a lot of pages. 1 page, 2 page, 3 page, 4 page, 5 page, 6 page, 7 page, 8 page. There's about 8.5 pages on braking, Reese.
Right.
So I think there's a lot to it.
Excellent. Well, have a quick flick and see if you can find anything interesting.
When the train brakes are applied, air from the main reservoir is used. Bet you didn't know that.
No, I didn't.
There you go. When the pressure drops to 125 psi, the air compressor is switched on. And you can hear it cycling as it raises the pressure up to 130 again. I'm assuming that you didn't have that turned on.
No, I didn't. So when I was braking, it was taking a lot longer for that to recover. Now
Because you didn't have the pump on.
Yeah.
In the advanced version, when the brakes are applied, the equalising reservoir drops, followed more slowly by the brake pipe pressure, la-di-da, yeah. The two pressures eventually equalise, the time taken for the brake pipe and equal blah 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 blah. Compressor throttle has to be... The compressor throttle has to be open for the compressor to work. If you forget to open it, you'll see the main reservoir pressure falling below to 125 psi as you repeatedly apply the brakes, and eventually you'll have no brakes.
But there we go, that's probably what was happening then.
I think that's exactly it. I think you were just simply not using the air pump.
There we go, chaps, we've learned a valuable lesson today. If you're going to drive an advanced American loco, make sure you read the manual first.
Well, yeah.
I wonder if it's possible to let the fire actually go out.
Let's have a look for firing. Firing manually. Take care not to leave the oil regulator in the fully closed position for long, because the fuel already in the firebox will quickly be used up and the fire could be extinguished. And then it has in brackets, game over, exclamation mark.
Right, so if you let the fire go out, that's it, you can't relight it.
It seems so.
That's interesting to know. There's the compressor again.
Also, it turns out the atomizer is actually exactly what it sounds like.
It atomizes the oil.
It basically runs the steam through the oil so that it all blows up. So that instead of going from sort of a thick sludge, it goes into a really fine mist.
I've got a load of level crossings, so I'm just continuously blowing the whistle. And the bell is going for shits and giggles.
The engine sounded panicked. It probably was.
It most likely was. Some form of steelworks or something. Maybe cement works, I don't know. Back to 70 mile an hour speed limit. So we're 8 miles away. We made it.
You say that 8 miles is still an awfully long way to go.
It is, isn't it? Oh, 70 mile an hour. Level crossing. Well, I'm surprised a resident American didn't turn up.
Yeah.
I'm also surprised that I've not seen a single station.
Driving through the middle of America.
I mean, I was kind of expecting at least a town or something.
Nah.
Towns are overrated.
Yeah.
So we are 6.4 miles from the end, Archer Main 2 West. Wherever that is. Oh, there's James Ellison in his car. He's just pulled up on the side of the track. He's filming us going through, I think.
Oh, he did turn up after all.
Yeah. As we pass the American flag, I salute. God bless America!
That was incredible accent there, Reese.
I've actually been to the States many times. I've spent a lot of time there, so shut up.
Well, I mean, I never specified if it was incredibly good or incredibly bad, but...
Oh great, I've just entered a 40 mile an hour speed limit and I'm doing 2.5 times the speed of sound. Great.
So you're doing about, what, 800, 900 mile an hour?
Pretty much. We are approaching
Nice.
Cheyenne. Or Cheyenne, however you say it.
Somewhere in America.
And it's the first time we've actually seen some form of life on this route.
Nah. You get rid quick.
.35 miles an hour speed limit. I'll just use the loco brake a little just to slow down the speed here.
I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move. Slams on the emergency brake.
Yeah. Is that Cheyenne station up ahead? Yes, it is. Tiniest of platforms at Cheyenne. That's where we'll stop, I think. We'll stick the bell on for good measure. Let everybody know we're approaching. I suppose I could turn the bell off for a little bit just to get a bit closer.
Yeah.
Well, we're down to 20 miles an hour. We'll stick the bell back on. That does actually look quite sweet.
watch the stream and wait until I see it.
Full dump. Everything hard on, full ahead, full astern.
Everything's what now? Reese, have you got the red light on the front?
Pass. Probably yes. It shouldn't be on.
That's what I was thinking. I was just thinking it looks awfully bright.
I don't know how to turn it off.
There should be a control in the cab somewhere.
Well, we made it.
Did we?
We did.
How about that?
The engine is actually quiet for the first time since we left the other end.
Huh.
Well then, I guess that is it for this live stream. We made it all the way. We've given her a good run. I've actually enjoyed driving this machine today. It's not often.
You've actually managed to drive it today.
Yeah, I know. It's not often that I do drive things properly. I'm hoping at some point in the near future we could do the same run with a Union Pacific Big Boy, also from the smoke box when it's made. So
that would be nice.
It would be nice. It would be very nice. So yeah, that is basically all from me. Yeah, I don't know whether I'll do anything else now after this live stream. I don't know what else there is to do, to be honest. Yeah.
Me neither.
So apart from that, I hope you've enjoyed it. The link is in the description below to buy this Loco. It's all available on Steam. I think it's about £15 or something like that to buy. Yeah, it's quite a tidy model actually, so I do recommend that you go and buy it. Remember to rate, comment and subscribe.
And if you do go buy it, remember to read the manual before attempting to drive it.
Yeah.
Because I can confirm from the manual, you won't have a chance if you don't read it first.
Well, I don't know. Oh, sorry. I've didn't read the manual, I've just driven it. So I
but Reese,
didn't do too bad.
It took you almost the entire route to put the thing on that turns the brakes off.
Hey, did I crash? No. Did I kill it?
Well,
no.
Of course you wouldn't crash, it had the brakes stuck on.
Well, it was fine. It worked, didn't it? We made it in one piece. I think the fire is about to go out. I'm just sort of waiting to see if the fire will actually extinguish and kill the Loco. Yeah. £3 left. Let's see if it does properly kill the Loco.
Kill the entire scenario.
We got £3 on the fire. £2. £1. So that, theoretically, that should be it. That should be the fire out.
try sticking it back on again and see what happens.
Oh no, it's stuck at 2.
Oh.
3. What? Okay, it just opens itself.
Oh.
Yeah, it just opens itself. I'm fighting it now to try and maybe it does it automatically, but it's not letting the fire go out. Full throttle or full atomizer. Anyway, that is all from me for tonight. So rate, comment, and subscribe, and join us in the next one. We'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.
Bye.